He renounced his faith to become immortal. Passion, anger, vengeance, and hatred will be unleashed into the modern world. Let's talk about the brand new movie, Dracula. He's waited centuries. And a huge thank you to Pixel Scene Media for sending me this film to watch and review early. And it is about when this 15th century prince denounces God after the devastating loss of his wife. He inherits an eternal curse. He becomes Dracula. Condemned to wander the centuries, he defies fate and death itself, guided by a single hope, to reunite with his lost love. And with this film, it was a pretty fascinating take on Dracula, as this is pretty much like a romantic horror film, but yet it leaned more towards the romantic part of the story. And I do got to say, with the cast in this film, I thought that the cast did really good in their roles. As Caleb Landry Jones, he plays Dracula, and he was really good in the role. He did pretty well bringing a different take to the character. As there are parts where he looked normal, and then there are parts where he looked really old in prosthetics, and that was pretty impressive. He really impressed me in this film. And also in the film, it does star Christoph Waltz as the priest, and I thought he was really good in the role too. The two of them in both their roles really stood out in the film. And with this take on Dracula, it was more of a love story, showing how he lost his love and how he is wanting it back. And seeing stuff of Dracula's past, I thought that was pretty interesting to see. Learning more about the character and seeing what he's gone through, as we have the priest trying to figure out what he is going after. And another thing that stood out about this film was the style of it, as it added to the vibes of the film, how the film looked, and much more, and I thought that was very interesting. I do think that the film could have been a bit shorter, but at the same time, just seeing this different take on Dracula as it's more of a love story was pretty interesting to see. That I do think that people who love Dracula, who love the original Dracula tale, or anything Dracula, will enjoy this film. Overall, with Dracula, it was different than I expected, but yet it was one that I enjoyed for the most part. Caleb Landry Jones did great in the role, as this was a pretty unique take on the character. But have you seen Dracula? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.